Now, when you're feeding your fish, it's really important that you remove any excess food that isn't eaten by the fish after a couple of minutes. Otherwise, that food will start rotting and it'll literally pollute your tank and potentially kill your fish. So in order to save this aquarium, what we're going to need to do is a full reboot. We're going to have to take everything out, clean everything, and put it all back together again before all the food starts rotting. So when you feed your fish, you want all the food eaten after about 30 seconds. And then over time, you just keep an eye on the belly of the fish and make sure they're not getting too fat or too thin. Otherwise, you need to change your feeding habits. So what's going on with this water now? KH is 7, which is good. GH is 13, which is pretty good. pH is slightly higher but good at 7.8. Phosphate's very high, obviously because it's been overfed. There is some ammonia now, and over time the ammonia will just get worse. The ammonia will break down into nitrite, which is already present, and then that nitrate will continue to go up. So in this case, doing a full water change was really the best idea, and then I've just got some mature water from the shop so we don't have to recycle the aquarium. Now, if we hadn't have taken this action straight away, there's a very high chance those fish would have died. Now, Prime is a really good product because if you get any problems like this, Prime will help to detoxify a lot of these issues and buy you time. So as well as doing a full aquarium clean, we're also going to do a full filter clean to remove any excess food out of the filter. One of the things saving this tank would be the polyfilter. So I think polyfilter is magic stuff, and in circumstances like a tank being way overfed, having polyfilter in there is definitely a very good thing because it helps to remove all the extra nutrients. So the water has severely deteriorated since it's been overfed, but I believe without this polyfilter it would have been way worse. You got to get the real polyfilter. You want to be careful of a heater right next to a filter. That can heat the water up too much and cause the fish trouble. So we want Mr. Heater as far away as possible from the filter so we don't overheat the fish and everyone will get along fine. So the fish are back now and they're all nice and happy. I really don't want them fed for the next few days, even up to a week. I don't really want them fed because this has had 100% cleaned out the filter and everything, but there's still some remnants of food even after that big change. So all in all, the fish went very well, but just keeping the food down now. And then just giving the fish time to readjust. And we definitely don't want to go buying any more fish for this tank for the next few weeks. And then when we do get more fish, it'd be worth getting more barbs because these little fellas here, they're very active, boisterous little fish. But the more of them you have, the better they tend to get along. If you don't have many of them, they tend to be more aggressive to each other, and there's definitely a bit of aggressive behavior going on at the moment, but that's very normal for this style of fish. They're a pretty rough and tumble type of fish, and they're not missing their fins, they're not missing any scales. All in all, they're in pretty good condition, especially considering the ordeal that they just went through with someone dumping heaps of fish food in on them. So that fish food would have just rotted and just killed all the fish. But I'm glad that I was notified so I could come and give it a full clean out. What I actually did is did a full water change using water from an established system from the shop. So I think in about the next month I'd like to get more fish, but I want more tough Barbie fish. What was put in here last was angels, and angels are just too delicate to go with these fish. Now, quite often people will get delicate fish, and because they're all right for a while, they will assume that the fish are okay. But even if they are delicate fish, they might be all right for a little while, but in the long run, they do end up generally dying because they're delicate. Because some fish are just more rough and tumble than others, just like different species of dogs are probably preferable not to go in with each other. As far as the fish are concerned, not all fish cohabitate well together. And nippy fish like barbs really don't cohabitate well at all with long, flowy, finned fish like angelfish. These fish are very boisterous, very robust, and getting lots of them is the key. Now the other saving grace with this tank is we have a very large filter on the tank. So that would be a huge help in a circumstance like overfeeding. And then the other thing is the quality of the foods that are fed are very high quality foods. So if you'd gone and overfed this tank with lower quality foods, I don't think we would have had such a successful result at this stage. So far, so good. At this stage, the plants are looking quite good, nice and green, but if they start going yellow, we want to fertilize them. And if they start getting a black algae all over the leaves, then we want to add an organic carbon product such as Flourish Excel. And Flourish is a great fertilizer for your plants.